Because your first lap, it looked tough anyway. It was difficult to hook up on the first lap in Q3, so it was just, it affected your car too much, and you guys couldn't get the best out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why it affected us a lot more than others. Yeah, I mean, we went 6 tenths slower. Like the 14.8 in Q2 was just like a nice, easy, good lap. Felt like I could, go a good 2-3 tenths quicker with a perfect lap. Q3 we go out, it feels dreadful, 15.4. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the wind changed completely. But again, I don't know why it affected us so much more than the others. I think that's the big question we're going to ask. I mean, I'm not the smart guy to ask that question, but I'll ask some of the others and the guys who understand it a bit more. But yeah, why it affected us more than others, I don't know. I think also just the position me and Oscar are in as drivers, it was a bit harder for us to take a risk on the final lap. Like we probably could have gone a tenth quicker, but we could have gone probably a tenth slower, and a tenth slower puts you 3-4 positions back quite quickly. So yeah, just difficult to judge. And I think some of the others were just in a position, like Charles said, he did the used new. When he put the new on, he could just kind of commit a bit more on the lap, and I think the first run that we did kind of scared Oscar and myself a bit more. So yeah, just not a clean session in Q3, but we need to understand why we suffered more than others.
I was asking Oscar the same question, and essentially, because you two are in this championship fight right now, how do you optimise both your strategies tomorrow when you've got someone ahead of you that you need to get past as well? It's not just the two of you need to get ahead of him. Does it all come down to the start? How do you play it?
Yeah, I mean, the start here is really the most important thing, opening lap. But it's a long race, there's meant to be rain as well, so I'm sure that will play a part. Yeah, I mean, we can prepare as much as you want, but in races like these, sometimes you just got to make decisions on the go and just make the best of strategy, pit stops, and lap one.
Race pace you're quite confident that the win is still on the table for you?
I think so, but Charles was not far away at all on Friday, so Charles has been the closest to us over the last 3, 4, 5 races, both in quali and the races themselves. So yeah, if anyone was going to be ahead today, it was Charles, who was already quick in FP3. And if anyone's going to make our life difficult tomorrow, it's also him. So.
Thank you. Hi, Oscar.
Hello.
We've been watching you trade times with your teammate all weekend, and then Charles comes through and does that. I mean, how much of a surprise was it?
It was a pretty big surprise, yep. I think for us, with Charles qualifying us is one surprise, but just how much we lost from Q2 to Q3 is a bit strange. So definitely some things to dig into. I think my laps the first lap didn't feel great, but because the wind had shifted completely and I didn't expect it, so that, when you go into a corner expecting a lot more downforce than you have, that's naturally going to happen. But the second lap I knew which way the wind was going and I couldn't go any faster still. So that was a bit of a surprise. So yeah, something we need to look into.
Lots of temperatures tomorrow, and it looks like it's more towards what your car favours, but it is difficult to overtake. So how do you work tomorrow? Do you work together as a team? Is it strategy? Because you're fighting each other as well.
I mean, I think we're both going to try and win the race. I think that's our goal. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the weather does as well. It's a place where strategy is a factor as well. So there's a lot of things where you can win or lose. But I'm sure we'll both be trying to win the race in our own right.
And we saw it play out here last year, obviously, with strategy and it being incredibly important when you pit. Is that going to mean you're going to both need to be on different strategies, essentially, to give you the best chance?
Potentially, yes. I mean, it depends a bit what our pace is like, where we end up after lap one. If you pit earlier, there's obviously, you get the undercut, but you pay for that later in the stint. If you go later, then you've got to try and overtake on track. So there's pros and cons to both.
Work to do. Thanks, Oscar.
Thanks.
F1, Lewis Hamilton to drop everything, the incredible announcement. For his first few months as a Ferrari driver, Lewis Hamilton shouldn't have expected to suffer so much. Indeed, the British driver is still chasing his first Grand Prix podium with the Scuderia, while Charles Leclerc is getting the most out of his car. And the situation isn't expected to improve with the release of a popular video game. After a fantastic comeback at Spa, Lewis Hamilton moved from 18th to 7th place at the finish, marking one of the most challenging races since joining Ferrari. However, this doesn't erase his complicated start with the Scuderia. But the Briton is focusing on another passion, video games. To the point of stating that he will drop everything to play GTA 6, the most anticipated game of 2026. Hamilton to drop everything for GTA. I'm a great gamer. Are there any who are great gamers? What's the matter? The 7-time world champion asked the crowd at Spa, before confirming that he was eagerly awaiting the release of the next GTA. I play Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and Gran Turismo. But I can't wait for the new Grand Theft Auto to come out. GTA 6. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to have to cancel all my work when it comes out. The release date of GTA 6 is scheduled for May 26, 2026, 2 days after the Canadian Grand Prix. But after that, Lewis Hamilton will have a little more time since the paddock will meet on June 7th in Monaco. I'm going to have to cancel all my work when it comes out. Joking aside, Lewis Hamilton spoke about his debut at Ferrari and insists he continues to be amazed. It's not at all what I expected. It's more intense in so many areas. I didn't expect it. I didn't think the team at the factory would be so impressive. I was expecting energy, but it's even more intense than I imagined. There's a huge sense of pride within this team. During the filming at Mugello the week before Spa, I had a big smile on my face the whole time. I love being in red. I look at the badge and I think, wow. It's Ferrari, I can't believe it. I still have to pinch myself, I think, I drive for Ferrari. It's phenomenal, he said, as reported by nextgen-auto.com.
Oh, it's me every time.
So you're qualifying. I know you've been upset by it before, frustrated by it before. Is that what it is?
It's what?
Is it you're qualifying, your Saturdays, or?
Yeah, I'm useless. Absolutely useless.
Any answers anywhere? I mean, this car, they're trying to get this car in a better position for you.
The team has no problem. You've seen the car's on pole, so we probably need to change driver.
Oh, well, he's understandably miserable, isn't he? This is the first time he's failed to reach Q3 here on pure pace. He did have mechanical failure in Q1 back in 2014. And in contrast to his teammate, Jamie, who hates coming here, says it's his worst track, this arguably has been Lewis's best track. And they've had a completely different day today. I mean, how on earth do you explain that?
Really difficult, and it's definitely not the driver. He's definitely not useless. It's a hard listen hearing him say that, because I don't think the Lewis that we know is that self-critical, but recently we started to hear this last year at Mercedes